All right, friends, it's T-Man, and we back with another video, man. Yes, it's Greg Doucette, bro. We got to review this video that Greg just pumped out, man. Yeah. I just love this picture, man. He really is. This is an old picture. I remember this. People were making fun of him. Play me like a dummy. No, he's playing stupid. That's how people get ahead. People say, well, how do stupid people get rich? Well, smart people get rich. Stupid people get rich too. And people who play stupid, they get rich as well. The truth doesn't sell in this world. Trust me, I'll explain this. The truth doesn't work in an artificial world. That's why whatever I say, it doesn't really matter because people are going to do what they're going to do artificially. I'll explain this in the video in a second. Let's hear what Greg has to say. So Greg, the lifting gym lifting slave, the recruiting lifting slave, he recruits lifting slaves. He has 2.7 million slaves that he has recruited, gym slaves that he's recruited on his channel. So they're watching him, a bunch of minions. So chill with Coach Greg, tip of the day. So he's going to chill. He's going to give you the tip of the day. Okay, I'd love to hear his tips.
Whatever. I can't even think of what I'm talking about.
See, he can't think because he's so busy enjoying the money that he's created out of this artificial shit that he's doing. All this artificial crap.
Just want to talk briefly about sport in general, why I like it so much. It's
sport? I like sports. I do a lot of sports, man. I've been doing sports all my life. But okay, what kind of sports does Greg Doucette do? Oh, I know, injecting steroids, right? Bodybuilding is a sport. You think this fake bodybuilding is a sport? Yeah. You think him racing on a bicycle, on an artificial bicycle, is a sport? Or taking artificial hormones, injecting himself, and competing in an artificial bodybuilding show? Give me a break, man.
a personal challenge to see how good you can do against yourself. And I know that we all compete.
Yes, we're all compete to be the best. How good you're doing against yourself. Now, Greg is competing with all of you because he suffers from Napoleon complex. That is a known fact. Maybe he doesn't want to admit to it. Well, actually, he has admitted to it. He says, I'm the manlet. So he's admitted, I'm the manlet. So what is that? The manlet syndrome. He suffers from that. And so he needs everybody to see him. He needs to make a bunch of money, whatever, and be somebody. Okay. He believes that the money is somehow going to change him. That money is never going to change you, Greg. You will always be a manlet.
With other people, but really we're beating ourselves. Now, I just did a race with 62 people.
And you're going to be an ugly manlet the rest of your life. A very ugly manlet, yes.
People in the race, and now, mind you, I'm a C-class rider. I'm not like the world championships of riders, and I got moved up to...
No, you're a fake rider, man. You got caught at a bicycle race. There's a newspaper clipping. I had it on my old channel previously. You got caught. Remember, you didn't even want to give blood for testing. You were running away from them. Yeah, you were competing in these natural events, trying to cheat people out of them winning by you taking drugs, because that's the kind of person you are. You're a cheat. You've cheated your way all through life, on this channel too. Everything that you've done is a cheat, bro. You're cheating. You're a cheetah.
Yesterday, because I did really good in the race, and they said, okay, you're too fast for C. So
that's okay. That's okay, Greg. I understand, man. It's an artificial world. A lot of people cheat, and stuff. I'm not perfect myself. I ain't no angel myself. But yeah, Greg, I can understand that. Yeah, for sure.
B category. This race is A, B, C, D. All classes, elite level, everybody's in it. And I managed to win this race. It's 73 kilometers. I'm a sprinter. I'm not endurance. But I had to...
You didn't win. You took steroids. The people that were competing in that artificial race here, they're not on steroids. You won because you cheated. You have to cheat to win at everything, Greg. You have to cheat to win at everything.
Hang in and keep up with these guys for an hour and 46 minutes to be able to go hard at the end. And then the last 5 kilometers, the pace is fast. The guys are going hard. There's hills. They're trying to drop anyone who's a sprinter like me. They don't want me there at the end, because I can go really fast for 30 seconds, it's called. And so it's a you versus you thing. You have to look inside and push as hard as you can. And I have that motto, harder than last time. I literally have a sign in my gym, push harder than last time. And I don't care what sport you're in, this is what you're doing. If you're a bikini competitor or a bodybuilder, and you diet for 12 or 16 weeks, and you have to eat chicken, broccoli, and rice, or you have to do an hour and a half of cardio, you have to burn 700 calories, you have to get up and do cardio, you have to go back to the gym and do cardio, you have to train, you have to lift weights, you have to deadlift, whatever you have to do. It's you against yourself. No one can do it for you. The coach can tell you what to do. You could have a chef prep all your meals. Oprah Winfrey's a multi-millionaire. How is she making out? She has all the money in the world. But you have to be disciplined. You have to be dedicated. You have to do it. When you're racing in a bike race, you have to decide how hard can you push yourself. And you have to decide, am I going to quit? Am I going to keep going? Am I going to keep trying? And so when you know that...
Man, are you listening to this shit, man? First of all, the race that he's doing, I think it's on a computer. It's not even in public. And second, he's on steroids, so he's cheating the people on there. The people, he's not being tested for steroids, is he? See what I mean? Is it really racing? Did he really win? Or does it make him feel good that he beat a bunch of natural people because he took drugs and he cheated? Hello?
You dug deep, and you gave it your all, and you gave it 100%. You tried your best. And then you come out on top and you win that race. That's a good feeling. I'm telling you, there's a dopamine release that's high. Almost as high as winning a bodybuilding competition, because I train on that bike whatever hours a week, and I push hard, and I bodybuild, I weightlift, I do all of it, and I eat healthy, and I put everything, and I take my supplements. Like, I'm taking this right now, trying not to cry.
Yeah, he's taking drugs to beat these people. He feels so good, gratifying, satisfying that I cheated and I beat all these people. There's natural people who actually worked hard naturally at doing this. I came along and I stole it from them by taking drugs.
And I know when I take...
Are you proud of yourself, Greg? Does your mom know what you're doing?
Dirt builder. When I take GO2 Max, I know it's helping. When I take creatine, when I take beta, I know it's helping me. And we're talking about racing at the elite level.
Want to know why you know it's helping you? Because you're a genetic failure. You can't do it yourself because you are a genetic failure. Admit it, Greg. You are a genetic. Say, Greg, I'm Greg Doucette, a genetic failure. Say it, Greg. Just admit it to everybody. You're a genetic failure. That's why you have to rely on drugs. You're a failure in life.
Against the best. And we're separated by 4 seconds between 30 guys, whatever it is. It makes a difference. You can believe me, you cannot believe me. You can play sport, you cannot. You can enter a bodybuilding show, you cannot enter it. You can put the fork down or not. You can get up and do cardio. You can study, you can work hard. I practiced 20...
What's with this fucking cardio shit all the time? You and this effing cardio, bro. What's the matter with you, man? Are you brain dead or something? I gotta do cardio. I gotta wear myself out because I'm fucking stupid. I'm a maniac. I gotta pump drugs and run down the street like a maniac. Cardio. Are you insane or are you sick or something, dude?
Hours of Spanish this week. I did about 6 hours of Spanish today. And so what sport taught me is how to really push myself and apply myself. I wasn't able to always focus in school as a class clown, as a jokester.
I don't consider cycling a sport. You're using an artificial apparatus. Sport is when you do something physical. Now, yes, you may be kicking a ball around. That's kind of artificial, the ball. But you're not on an apparatus riding a bike. Running is a sport. Jogging, running, sprinting, whatever. These things are sports, bro. Playing sports, playing sports, doing gymnastics and things, using your body, your physical body. Now that's a sport. But you're on the bicycle riding, I don't consider that a sport, sorry.
A comedian. But as I got older, I learned to harness the dedication.
Maybe yes, it is based on endurance, but I don't consider it a sport. You're not an apparatus, an artificial apparatus.
Discipline that sport gave me. And so if you can push yourself that hard on a bike, in the gym, on a diet, in anything you do sport-wise.
Swimming too, swimming is a sport. Swimming, gymnastics, running. These are real sports, man. I ain't no sport.
You apply those things to life, to whether you're reading a book, whether you're trying to learn more about yourself, to learn more about others, to work, to get a job, to make money, to advance your career, to discuss things in a relationship, to make a relationship better, to work on things, to just be a better human being. You can apply yourself. You can work hard. You can go after a goal. You can suffer for years in the event.
I think Greg is unhappy. I think Greg hates himself. Greg doesn't love himself. Even his woman left him. Want to know why she left him? because she found that Greg was more in love with all this, the artificial world, as opposed to being in love with life and himself. That's what I think would happen. Listen to him speak. He doesn't love himself.
That eventually it's going to work out for you. Now, a lot of people, not a lot, but some.
If someone loved themselves, they wouldn't take these drugs. He takes them because he doesn't love himself. He cheats because he doesn't love himself. And then he claims he's a winner. Come on, man.
People, they'd like to put me down and try to make fun of me. Your voice, your height, your age, whatever. Can they do what I...
People put him down. His voice, his height, his this and that. And that's the issue. He thinks because of that, they put him down and everything. Not to say people haven't said that about him. Because he reflects that and everything that he does. He has a syndrome. And so, well, they put me down, this and that, yeah. Well, people put me down too, dude. People have said all kinds of stuff about me. Height, body, this, that. That doesn't mean I have to cry about everything. People put me down all the time. They've done videos about me, all kinds of shit, dude.
Whatever. Can they do what I did?
Sorry, I got cut off there. Can they do what you did on what? On steroids?
Can they do what I've done? If we were given the same thing,
Can they do what you've done? You mean take a shot of steroids? Yeah, anybody, as far as I know, anybody can shoot steroids in their ass, Greg. Yes, they could do what you did, shoot steroids.
I have great genetics, but still, if you had the exact same genetics as me, you were...
What? You don't have genetics? Or you have genetics? You mean injected? You injected genetics, plant genetics in you?
Born in the same family, would you have done what I did? Would you have studied as hard as I did? Would you have gone to university and had the highest average? Would you have studied?
Yeah, you want to know why you had to do that so hard? Because you saw yourself as inferior. And inferior people, that's why they have to do that.
The most. I studied more than anyone in my class. Would you have trained as hard as I did in bodybuilding? Would you have died as hard? Would you have done all the shows? Would you have done what I've done to get to where I'm at now? And then so you'll just sit back on your computer and type some hateful comments. Snake oil salesman. You're lying about what you're doing. You're lying about HRT. You're lying about everything. You're lying about this. You're lying about that.
Greg's making this video because he feels guilty. His channel stopped growing. It's not growing anymore. It's really not growing much because of all the shit that he's doing.
Ever wonder how fresh good food really is? Their supply chain goes straight.
You're lying about that. It's easy to sit back and say I lie about everything when I'm the one doing all the work and you're sitting back on your keyboard.
Nah, man, you are lying about everything. You are lying, bro. If you were to tell the truth, then bring out the real information. Why are you hiding it from everybody? Huh? Why don't you tell them what they're really building, what kind of muscle they're really building? Why don't you tell them that everything is sugar? All carbs are sugar. Yeah, you want to poison people or what, dude? Or you're talking about drugs and steroids and all that. I know, the supplements are going to build muscles, right? It's going to solve their problems. Oh, yeah. Do you even know how muscle's built?
Either jealous or envious because you can't do what I did. And if you can, I want you to.
No, you're jealous because you couldn't do what we did, naturally, what I did. I did it. You didn't do it. You took a drug, dude. That's what you did. You couldn't do it because you took a drug. You suck. And you don't even know what really builds muscle. You don't know anything, man, about real sports and bodybuilding and all this. You don't know anything. You just pretend you do. You don't know nothing because you took a shot. That's not based on experience.
I want you to do what I did. I want you to have my success. I'd love to see everyone push themselves the way
That's based on drug addict.
I do. But if you don't try, if you don't exert yourself, what excuse do you have and how can you put me down? And so to sum it up...
Easy because you're fake, dude.
Basically, go after it, do your best, and try not to put down other people who are, in fact, doing what you're supposed to be doing.
So we're supposed to be doing what you're doing, taking drugs? We're not supposed to be putting down drug addicts like you, promoting drugs and all that. And faking it through life and all that, and cheating and everything. I know. We're supposed to come along, get along with you, right, Greg? Is that it?
If somebody else is doing what you should or want to do, like if somebody's going after their dream and they're doing it, they're accomplishing it, and you wish you could do that, try and maybe learn from that person, do something that they're doing.
Yes, go after your artificial dream and everything. Keep it to yourself. But Don't put it on everybody else. This artificial shit that doesn't work because you cheated.
After it, rather than just sitting back and trying to lower everyone else down, try to like bring yourself up. Like if you want something, go after it.
I'm up. I'm going after it, everything. Okay, so I should fake it like you. If I want something, I should go after it. Make fake cookbooks and everything. Tell people it's okay to eat sugar all day, carbohydrates, right? That's healthy for them. And that these plans are going to build them muscles. Even though it's going to build them, it's not going to build them any muscles. Not any real muscles, that's for sure. Maybe artificial muscles, but not any real muscles. Is that it, Greg? Is that what I should do?
It's not going to be easy. If you're 25 years of age and you're like, oh, this guy did this, nah. Well, work another 20 years, get it, and then you can be the person that you're happy with. You know, if you're not happy with your current life, make it happen. Some of you have amazing genetics. Some of you are so smart, smarter than me, better looking, more intelligent, taller, better off financially, whatever you have. You've just been blessed, but you're still. Stop wasting your life. Stop wasting your potential. Do your best, and stop putting people.
Yes, Greg. Okay, I will not promote natural anymore. Anything natural anymore. I'll do everything artificial like you, Greg, so I can be popular like you on your channel. Is that okay, Greg? Should I promote your artificial supplements and your artificial lifestyle and your artificial drugs, artificial muscles, and your artificial plans and your artificial wins and everything else that you're doing? Should I promote that as being good? Your artificial books and cookbooks and whatever the fuck you're doing there, bro. Should I do that, Greg? Should I do that too?
Down who are doing good or trying. Like, what benefit does that do?
What benefit does that do, bro? Sorry, man, I hit that again, that stupid button, man. I don't know why I keep doing that. Go back, please. Hold on a second.
People down who are doing good or trying. Like, what benefit does that do? There you have it, today's lesson.
So this really entertains me. A lot of my videos, people like to comment on them. So like my last one where I did the thick, like the 5-6 video, you know, I rapped that song there. Was it Gooba? Like 3 or 4 years I rapped a long time ago. And we throw back the old thumbnail that I used from 3 or 4 years ago. And so the general comments, this is what they said. Oh my God, new Greg is such a loser. The thumbnail, it's such a loser. Like, oh my God, look what he's doing to get clicks. Look at this thumbnail. Look what he's doing to get clicks. Old Greg was way better. It's literally copy-pasted thumbnail from 3-4 years ago. And so old Greg would never done that. New Greg, oh, we hate new Greg. It's literally from old Greg. And so all the out there criticizing, why are you posting this? It's always be about fitness. Mental health is part of fitness. Physical health, mental, physical, spiritual. It's all part.
I think this guy is suffering from mental health, man. It's everything mental, man. It's making him mental, this artificial life or whatever the hell he's doing there. Maybe that's what's happening. I have no clue.
Part of fitness. And why are half of you trying to get fit? It's so you can get laid. Let's be honest. 94% of my audience are men. Why I post videos is to help men in general. Sure, there's some benefits to women. But when I post stuff, I'm thinking about, okay, what can men learn from this? It's great. Sometimes I put women's videos out, maybe 6%, because that's about my audience. It reflects how much often I should do specific videos to women, like talk about a bikini contest. It's women. So if I post stuff and it's to help guys, just think of it.
Can you imagine? He was poor just 3 years ago. He was poor during the pandemic. And then I remember I had my channel and everything, and his channel just took off. The thumbnails, the screaming, the shouting, the crazy stuff. Yeah.
Helping guys, what are guys trying to do? They're trying to get laid. They're trying to look good. It's not just they're trying to live to be 90. Most people would probably trade off 10 years of their life to look better. It's just a sad truth. So I try to help them with what they need. Tell them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Also, equally entertaining for me. Where's all the training videos? We used to love Greg because we used to just do all these training videos. When did I do a bunch of training videos? I've got maybe 15 out of 3,300. It's probably the least thing that I've done on my channel is training videos. I just don't like them as much. It's not my thing. I don't like it as much. I like diet videos. If you said nutrition, diet, that, I like doing that. I like doing videos on how people are eating. I like that. Training videos is not my thing. And so you missed all those training videos. I used to do a shit ton of natty or nots. You all know it.
Yeah, training videos, all fake stuff. How much, the natty or nots, how much can you do of natty or not, man? Eventually it gets worn out. It gets tiring, I guess. I don't know.
And I used to do a lot of videos on PDs, SARMs, steroids, whatever. And I've already done too many of those. And I'm trying to have a message not to abuse steroids. And so by just doing all my old videos, which is like what steroids to take and the doses and what cycle I'm on, I'm not on a cycle. How am I supposed to make a video about talking when would it get boring? I've been on 140 milligrams of HRT a week for freaking years. How am I supposed to make videos about cycles I'm on when I'm not on them? I'm racing bicycles. I'm not trying to get jacked. I'm trying to maintain the muscle I have. I work out with weights 2 to 3 days a week. I race freaking bikes for a living. I consider myself a bike rider that lifts weights. I consider myself, let's call it a jacked bike rider. I'm a big bike rider. I don't consider myself like a bodybuilder that bike rides. When's the last bodybuilding show I've entered? It was like 4 years ago. I got 4th place. I'm a bike rider who eats popcorn in the hot tub and learns Spanish. And I like reading books about men and women and interracial or interpersonal dynamics. Whatever. I can't even think of what I'm talking about.
Okay.
In the world of business, size.
God, these commercials are annoying. Was that the end of that? What the fuck happened there? That was the end of the video. That really sucked, man. I don't know what's going on here. That really sucked. Anyways, tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel, man. Tell me what you think about that. I don't know what happened there. If that's the end of the video, man, that really sucked. I'm telling you. Hold on. Yeah, jeez. Yeah, man, that was the end of the video.
Consider myself, let's call it a jacked bike rider. I'm a big bike rider. I don't consider myself like a bodybuilder that bike rides. When's the last bodybuilding?
So that was the end of the video, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what tip of the day was that. Do your own thing, this, that, don't make fun of me and all that. What was this, a plea not to make fun of him? Please don't hurt me, don't hurt my business, my channel, so I can be the Pied Piper, so I can steal more people's money. Is that it? By pumping out artificial books of cookbooks, artificial drugs, artificial supplements, and artificial weightlifting plans to create artificial sarcoplasmic muscles. Is that it, dude? I just have no clue what the fuck this video was all about. What a waste of time, man. I'll see you in the next one. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. More artificial than the last time. Greg Doucette, man. This is ridiculous shit.